it was stated, and I quote, men make on average about 6 times more than a woman.
Yes.
Okay. So now, if I'm a man and I'm paying for you, right? To like, well, not paying for you to own you, but I'm paying. You get what I'm saying?
What are you paying?
What are you paying?
Everything.
Where are we going with
You're
this?
paying for her?
I,
Gang of tours, gang of ties, man. What's good? We got another video by 8 at the Table. I think that's the name of this podcast, 8 at the Table. Y'all go check them out, man. We got a video today on why men are 10 times less likely to forgive cheating than women. Let's see what these folk got to say, man. You know I got my opinion, but we finna see what theirs is. You feel me? Everybody entitled. You feel me? Don't get in the goddamn comments bashing nobody, bro. Everybody got their own opinion. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. They allowed to have their own opinion. We all have different experiences, so let's not forget that. All right, there you go.
men have a hard time dealing with women cheating. One that we did just disclose that it's usually more emotional driven, right? Also, on top of that, it was stated, and I quote, men make on average about 6 times more than a woman.
Yes.
Okay. So now, if I'm a man and I'm paying for you, right? To like, well, not paying for you to own you, but I'm paying. You get what I'm saying?
What are you paying?
What are you paying?
Everything.
Where are we going with
You're
this?
paying for her?
I'm legitimately.
First of all, okay, hold on. My bad, y'all. I hate to stop it so early, but let me just say something real quick. Now, keep in mind, he just said average. Now, it's a lot of men that ain't making 6 times more than a woman. I'm just saying that now. So if you was a man that ain't making 6 times more than your woman, I don't think he's talking about you. I'm just saying.
I'm legitimately paying the workload for our life. The financials. If on average, quote unquote, men are making 6 times more than a woman, I'm assuming he's taking on 6 times more of the financial responsibilities.
So you own me?
It's not that I own you, but when you cheat on me, it hurts more because I was already giving out more. So if
I get that, but at the same time, if y'all both giving equally, it should hurt for the female too. You feel me? Because sometimes females give a lot. It might not be in the same way that a man gives in a relationship, but the woman gives too. What if the woman gives too? You feel me? She allowed to feel how she feel if y'all cheat too. I'm just saying. We all humans at the end of the day, y'all. So how we take cheating varies and is very subjective. We all handle cheating in different ways.
no time, I already said, listen, we're not going to do this no more. Money and time are not the same.
Right.
That's true.
I never
So
brought up time.
So if on average, because we're talking about average, that means average men are actually working jobs. They're making whatever amount of money, and they're making 6 times more. If I'm a dude and I'm legitimately funding our life and lifestyle, whether it looks like yachts or whether it looks like Honda Civics, it does not matter. I'm the one that's taking on the workload. When you cheat on me, it hurts more. Now, this is me being new school, Rico. If
Women
we go
take on workloads too. Like say if she's a stay-at-home mom, they take on workloads too. Like I just said, it might not be the same workload you have to take on, but she takes on workload too. So men, let's keep that in mind. I'm just saying.
50-50 and you cheat on me, I'm not going to care as much as if I was actually paying for everything.
Yes, and this is the prime example on how men and women respond differently to infidelity. A man, as he stated, just say, stay over there. I don't want you no more. I don't even care as to what has happened. I'm not even going to allow myself to try to work through it. Now just stay over there because there's nothing wrong that I could have done. While a woman would say, so what happened? What caused it?
Right.
And my man here gave us the answer. He spoke for 3 minutes about providing income. But what caused the cheating in most cases is a lack of presence.
Fact.
Men are so focused being the provider that they're just not around.
Yeah.
What the
They're not
fuck?
present.
A lot of women.
Right? So
complain
the
about
lack
that.
of presence leads to the lack of desire, the lack of feeling wanted, supported, and etc. And let's also add, when a man is the sole provider, they feel entitled to certain treatment. I shouldn't have to do this. I
Exactly.
shouldn't have to help. I shouldn't have to do
Let me tell y'all something. That shit is pure toxic, bro. I don't care if the woman is making more money. Like, we gonna switch the roles. 'Cause I ain't on nobody's side. I'm on just the human side. I want y'all to know that. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna call a spade for a spade. I'm gonna call it when it's toxic behavior. If you are the breadwinner in a relationship, bro, that still don't make you entitled for anything. This is still a whole human being, and they still probably have work and responsibilities in the relationship too. You feel what I'm saying? You're not entitled to anything. That's toxic mentality, bro. You feel what I'm saying? People don't have to do for you. You feel me? That's why you choose the right person. You feel me? That's why you choose the right person and you negotiate the things that you feel what I'm saying? Your role. Y'all talk that out. Communication. You feel what I'm saying? You don't be entitled. That's toxic, bro. That's toxic behavior, bro. It's already not gonna work if you think that you're entitled to anything from somebody, because people don't have to do anything for you. Period, bro.
B, C, and D. So the woman is experiencing all of that, all of those responsibilities, and feel like they're on an island by themselves.
That's true.
Okay,
With no
Max,
life.
stop. We're not gonna keep on running with this narrative.
Nah.
What I will say,
How you gonna
and
and you can't do that, bro. And this is why some ladies be complaining about men, bro. Because y'all do the same thing that the women do. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be complaining, talking about some, they don't listen. They don't want to take accountability. Y'all do the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying, women do it, men do it. Everybody, y'all do it. Everybody do it. What we need to do is learn how to take accountability, bro, and learn how to listen. You feel what I'm saying? Even if it makes us uncomfortable, because he could tell he just got uncomfortable just then. Because hearing it from a man. Men definitely don't like to hear this kind of talk from men. You feel what I'm saying? He got real uncomfortable. Look at him.
do agree, right, to a certain extent, in the sense of any man that. How about this? I'll make it even better for you because I know a lot about you now.
Okay.
People.
I'm like, I'm scared for you. Like, what is he about to say?
People, right? It doesn't take a man or a woman. I know whose side you're on here. People.
Ain't nobody
On the side of the relationship.
No,
you.
No, you're not.
He's not picking sides.
It's
Listen,
not about size, bro. It's just about truth. It's just about toxic behavior and non-toxic behavior, bro. It's about having emotional intelligence and having no emotional intelligence. He's a little self-centered. He's kind of lacking emotional like intelligence. Like most men kind of lack empathy, and they want to be the boss and they want to be the one in control. And that's a toxic way of viewing other people. You would never have somebody else under your control. Other human beings are their own person. You would never have another human being under your 100% control. And if you do, that's toxic behavior, bro. That's not going to last.
People who actually take on all the financial obligations, and because we keep on trying to put it in a sense of just a monetary thing and completely discrediting the hours of sacrifice and the willingness to do such, right? Which is really more important than the actual monetary thing, right? But people, i.e. Gabrielle Union, feels entitled to do what they want because they're already taking on the burden or more weight of survival.
That's not actually what she said.
Yes, what she said was she felt she could cheat because she paid all the bills.
And what's the rest of the story?
No, wait, hold on. That's what was said.
Gabrielle said that. Y'all feel me in the comments to tell me what Gabrielle said. What the fuck?
Okay.
No, what is the rest of it?
That's cool. Let me finish. Stop interrupting me. Decipher here. Decipher.
Check you in the comments.
Decipher. I don't need your help. So, what I will say
Check
is
him in the comments, y'all.
people who are already taking the financial burden because of the sacrifice and the willingness that they're already putting forth. Of course, they're going to take things a little bit more personal.
I get exactly what he's saying. But at the end of the day, bro, your spouse might have a burden too. You feel what I'm saying? Like dude said before, yeah, you could be bringing up all this money, but you don't know. You have to communicate to your partner. Okay, how do you feel? Like, why did you do that? Is there something on my part that I'm doing wrong? Like, you feel me? Because you could be hustling all goddamn day, but like dude said, you ain't giving her no attention. You ain't giving her no support. You feel me? She could be working hard too. She could be working harder than you. All you gotta do is go to work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she being at home or whatever the fuck she doing, it might be just as bad. You feel what I'm saying? So tap in. Make sure you tapping in and stop that entitlement behavior.
Of course, you're gonna be more hurt. Of course, you're gonna have a sense of entitlement.
But I get what you're
Same
saying,
thing as a worker. Now I'm not gonna sit here and try to and tell you human nature doesn't exist. Do you have a boss?
I'm my own boss.
Beautiful. Now, a lot of people who are their own boss and or have an own boss, that person usually is going to dictate what a lot of things happens around them. Am I right or wrong?
So here's the
It's a
mistake.
yes or no, Max.
It's never yes or no, Rico.
Oh, I just need a yes or no.
It's-
Oh, give me
so-
on average then.
The answer is no.
On average is no.
The answer is no.
Okay,
And
cool.
here's why, right?
Wait, no. You hold on to that and let me
Sir,
finish.
go ahead.
Why he can't
It's your
tell you?
platform. I'm
Yeah,
here.
no, it's our platform.
Yes.
It's
But let him
our
talk
platform.
then.
And correct it.
Let him
So
talk.
what I'm saying is most times, and maybe I might live a different life than you, and maybe I saw different
You
things,
do.
but men, women, I don't care who you are, when you are of a higher dominant position, you tend to feel entitled. And it's
That's
not
bad.
and it's not necessarily just
And
on
that's
a
why
relationship.
people in higher brackets, if you got money or whatever, if people with that mentality don't be in relationships for long, they don't ever keep relationships, even if they want one, don't want whatever, they don't last. Women complain about that behavior. You know what I'm saying? A lot. You feel me? That's toxic, bro.
Aspect, but it's across all aspects.
It might be how people feel, but that's toxic behavior. You don't get nowhere with that behavior, bro. It's not healthy.
Which I can understand why it then falls into the play of a relationship.
I have one question for you, real quick, if I may. If you had to choose being the sole provider or stay-at-home dad, which one would you choose?
Well, everybody knows me, and I say I will always choose stay-at-home dad.
Have you been a stay-at-home dad?
Man,
Yes, I have.
that's cap.
Full time?
Yes, I have.
For how long?
30 days.
30 days.
How was that?
It was not the best,
See?
but
You don't want
I
that.
tell you
You
what.
see the point that I'm trying to make here?
But I tell you what, it's worse. It's worse. But see, everybody's different. Like, there's a lot of men who have what we call toxic masculinity. They feel the need to have certain finances so they can run and control
Right.
and
That's true.
regulate their relationship. I don't need that.
So the point that I
Toxic.
was trying to make is that the at-home parent is actually experiencing more burden than the one that's being the sole provider.
That's kind of true.
Because you're home with kids all day.
Yes.
And then when your partner comes home, they say, yo, I worked all day. I'm tired. I can't help you. Well, he or she has also been working all day at home
Right.
and get no relief. I think that the concept that we are missing here is that when you're in a relationship or in a partnership, it's all about finding ways to share the load.
right.
And how to be present for that. It doesn't matter what your title outside of the home is, but when you're home, we're partners, right? And we have to define exactly what are your responsibilities inside a home and what are your responsibilities outside of the home. So the point that we have made thus far is that when one person is the provider financially, they don't feel the need to contribute to the household
Right.
the way that their partner needs them to contribute.
Right.
Right. So I think this year, let's rid ourselves of this concept of relationships and let's enter partnerships. Because
Exactly.
partnerships are negotiated, while
Exactly.
relationships tend to carry roles that are no longer applicable to today's societal norms. Right. So if I am the superstar and I am the sole provider, right, and now I'm in this relationship, we can sit down and negotiate what is my role going to look like inside and outside of the home.
That's why
It's
communication is the biggest key. The communication has to be on point. You have to be emotionally intelligent, bro. Most men and most women, we can throw women in there too, because women be dumb as shit too. I ain't gonna lie. Some women be dumb as shit too. But y'all emotionally, you have to be there. You have to be able to empathize with your partner. You have to be able to see their perspective. Some people just be so blinded in their own little world, you can't even put themselves in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Be able to put yourself in these people's shoes. When you come in a relationship, you have to know that you're going to have to sacrifice sometimes, bro. Not all the time, but sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice, you feel what I'm saying, some things, bro. That's just what it is, bro. If you're not willing to do that, you're not ready for a relationship, period.
the same concept. right? Is being able to sit and have a conversation on how we're going to manage
Right.
this relationship
Right.
and make sure there's an agreement.
Right.
The resentment starts when you feel like I shouldn't have to do this
Right.
because of this.
Right.
And it was never agreed upon with your partner.
So what's your
Right.
opinion on the women who make the same as men and say they should not have to go 50-50?
This my thing. I'm gonna go back because he had a good question. But let me just say something real quick, y'all. I know I probably hate when I interrupt, but this man, come on, I'm saying some good shit right here. Look. Oh, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, resentment. Resentment. Remember that resentment. When you resent something, is your fault at the end of the day. Because when you resent something, if you didn't bring it up and communicate with that person, you're the one mad, not them. So you have to make it your responsibility to be unmad because you have the problem. You feel what I'm saying? So whether you communicate effectively, or whatever, and y'all come up with a solution, if you don't do that, it's your fault, my brother or my sister, whichever one. It's your fault. So if you resenting anybody, it starts with you. Figure out why you mad, bro, and figure out how you can fix it. Straight up. My bad. All right, I'm gonna stop.
That's
Go back
for
a little bit.
that.
So what's your opinion on the women who make the same as men and say they should not have to go 50-50?
That's for them and their partner to decide on.
Exactly.
You
what
can
I'm
tell
saying.
as a couples therapist, I don't tell people what
That's
to do
what's your
in
opinion?
their relationship.
What's your opinion?
My opinion is whatever works for you works for you.
Right.
Bullshit.
And in different
He's a
seasons,
professional. He
that
can't-
might look
Because
different.
that's not realistic. Because what we want to do, right, is we want to make
That's
solutions.
realistic, bro. If somebody communicates and say, hey man, we make the same, but I don't want to go 50-50, and you agree and say, all right, that's cool. That's no longer they problem, bro. You just agreed. So it makes perfect sense, bro. Some people will agree. Everybody ain't like you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Some people might agree to that. Yes, some men want to be the provider, want to pay most of the bills, even if they making the same thing. Some men just want that responsibility. Maybe not you, which is okay, but some men do. So that's reality, nigga. As long as you communicate and bro, that relationship be healthy as hell. What you mean?
I don't. That's what I want. And I'm telling you like this: if any man and woman both work 40 hours a week and they making relatively the same, you're creating a recipe for disaster if you're actually expecting one person to carry more of a financial burden, right? Because realistically, you're both getting home at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, let's just say, hypothetically. You're only going to be home together for 5 or 6 hours before you go to sleep. So now there's not too much of a difference between your two schedules. And that
First off, when you in a relationship, y'all, the money be together. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my girl, we go 50-50. We make about the same. We go 50-50. Well, we don't even really go 50-50. I pay a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't mind because guess what? When I need help or sometimes she buy the food, sometimes I buy the food. Like, it don't matter. Both of our money is still both of our money. When we go out, we still do things together. All right. Sometimes she might pay something. It all adds up to the same thing if y'all together. So why does that even matter, bro? I'm confused, bro. Maybe y'all relationships just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But me and my girl, we spend the same thing. Anything she get is for me too. What you mean?
5-6 hours a day from Monday through Friday.
I'ma
Now one
use it
person is
too.
carrying on more burden than the other. Yeah, you can say, hey, guess what? For me, I just need, reassurance
You're a
and
stingy
words of
motherfucker.
affirmations. That's going to run out, and that's not realistic, and it's not sustainable for the longevity of a relationship. So when I'm saying you're talking about people negotiating roles to balance the workload,
To balance all aspect of the relationship,
all aspect of
including the finances.
including the finances.
Yes, sir.
So now what I'm saying is a good, in my opinion, solution with that statement would be, hey, listen, if you are both making the same amount of money, ladies and gentlemen, you both need to be partners across the board.
I don't disagree with you.
That's what he said.
No, that's not what he
Yes, it
said.
is.
What-
He
what-
did
what-
say
What? That's what he said, bro.
What I'm
partnership.
what I'm saying is the
That's
point
not,
that I'm trying
it's
to
not
make.
what he said.
Yes,
So,
it is.
That's
what
not
I'm
what you
saying
heard.
is it's for you and your partner
Partner.
to decide how we're
Exactly.
going to share the load across the relationship, right?
Not just financial.
Correct.
Right.
It includes everything. Some men, their identity
y'all help me understand what the fuck is he confused about?
is I gotta pay the rent. That's my responsibility.
Why is that?
Because
That's what we agreed
that's what
upon.
they believe in. It might be the way that they are conditioned. It might be that's how they feel like they are the man.
Right.
Or maybe that's a social construct. Like
It could be.
no, it is. I don't do coulds. It is.
Okay.
But some people don't do that. Some of the women pay the bills. Like, he thinks that every relationship is the same. It's some relationships out here where the woman pay the rent and the man pay the light bill and stuff like that. Like, it's some relationships out here like that. It might not be a lot, but it works. And if it works for them, it works for them. That's what he's saying. If it works for you, it works for you. If it don't work for you, then it don't work for you. Get out that relationship.
It is a social
But
construct.
if that's what he wants to do, it goes back to what he's saying.
But
It's
no,
just a
but-
conversation.
But it's not just a conversation. We're talking about reality here.
you
Reality.
don't have conversations in reality.
No, but I feel like in reality, not all men pay.
Right?
I
all
think
of the
what
rent.
I think the challenge that's happening
girls
is
that
there
pay
is
rent.
a
And their boyfriends stay
I
with
don't
them.
want to say it's a trend where or maybe it's a narrative where women are saying that my money is my money, your money is our money. And I think that's what's happening, and I think that's what Rico is talking about in terms of the social construct where if we both make the same amount of money, why is it that this is not a partnership and women are expecting
Because maybe them people in that relationship aren't communicating with each other on that. That's the only reason why.
that kind of notion?
Communicate.
Again, like I said, my money is my money, your money is our money. No, why isn't both money our monies, and let's build from there? And
Can
think
I
that's
wait,
what he's
actually? Can I
saying.
answer it? I feel that again, he's already given this answer twice.
Right.
What he's saying is that in those particular relationships where things appear to be equal as far as how many hours you work outside the house, how much money you bring home, you have to have a discussion with your partner
Right.
such that you identify who's good at X,
Right.
who's good at Y, who's good at this, and who's good at that. So you figure out who's gonna do what. And
Right.
granted, you might have a husband or a man or whatever that says, you know what? I believe that at a minimum, I should provide a roof over my family's head. Cool. You have a discussion about that.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that there aren't a gazillion other bills that need to be paid.
Right.
You still got insurance. You still got investments.
Right.
You still got utilities. You still got a car
See,
note.
only grown folks know stuff like this, y'all. If you ain't got no rents and if you not living with your female and y'all don't have you don't have no say so in this conversation. You feel me? I actually live with my female. We actually do this for real. So, bruh, it's discussion, communication. You communicate that, you won't have no problems like what dude is talking about. You won't have those problems. It just won't.
Health
Because
insurance.
guess what? If she says something you don't like, leave her. If he says something that you don't like or disagree with and you know that ain't gonna work, you leave. If y'all just can't come to a compromise, an agreement, y'all not gonna work. Y'all just leave each other. Simple.
Life insurance, all these other things that most
love the
likely
person,
that
make it
amount
work, though.
surpasses just the rent. So you have a constructive discussion
There you go.
to figure out how this burden is going to be shared.
Right.
And that's what he said like 3 times already. So I guess
Right.
and I understand what Maria's saying about social construct. Cool.
Right.
But social constructs, you can't let that drive your house.
You can't.
What
Thank
needs
you.
to
This is what needs to be said. All that other.
We're saying the same.
No, we're
Yes,
not.
you
I feel like it too.
Oh
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the thing. Like
Say it in the language so that like the people
Understand?
I'm sorry. Like for those of y'all who agree that they're saying the same thing, great. But for those of y'all who don't, let me break it down. So he's saying a conversation needs to be had. However, Rico is more concerned with what outside people think,
Right.
or what society thinks,
Right.
and imposes that onto people in the household.
Right.
First of all, who gives a damn?
Right.
Like these people not in your house.
Right.
Why do you care? Why do
And that's the number. It's over with, y'all. So I'm finna end it with me real quick. Y'all can go subscribe to at 8 at the table and me, please. Y'all subscribe to me too. You feel me saying it? Do me a little favor. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, It's easy, man. It's easy. Long as you communicating with people, bro. Long as you stop letting society run y'all house, bro. Especially if you a man, bro, and you think that you tough and stuff like that. You supposed to be, him. Why would you let outsiders influence your house, bro? Be the boss, bro. Be a leader, bro. Don't be letting the outside media control. Well, they said that all women are. They don't. Oh wait, man. No, bro. Put your foot down and you communicate. You see what's going on with your own relationship. Your female ain't supposed to be like these females. You choose right. You feel what I'm saying? It's simple, bro. Stop letting society dictate and generalize y'all women, bro. Cause all women ain't the same, all men ain't the same, bro. So let's stop doing that. That's the main problem. Y'all looking at social media and all this whack stuff. Y'all algorithm is just so messed up, messing y'all brains up, man. It's not real life, man. Social media is not real life. It's actors. Nothing but actors and actresses on there. Stop. Run your household, man. Be a leader. Stop. Don't be no follower. Be a leader, man. Come on, man. Stop. Get it together. You hear me? Y'all like, comment, and subscribe for me, man. My mouth dry as shit. I need some water, bro. Shit. God damn. I'm about to get some water, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe for me, man. I'll be back, man. Get some water. Shit.